Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Red Dead Online and we're doing another outfit guide. This time it's going to be a historical one, so my favorite ones to do. And we're going to be taking a look at Billy the Kid, probably one of most people's most well-recognized gunslingers from the Old West. So you ask someone, who's your favorite gunslinger? Or can you name one gunslinger from the Old West? I find most people will respond with Billy the Kid. So that's who we're going to be recreating today, and we're going to be going for the historical look. So before we dive on into all of that, I'd like you to let me know down in the comments section, is the historical one the one you're more interested in, or would you like me to recreate Emilio Estevez's character of Billy the Kid from Young Guns, or I guess some other fictional one? If you'd like to see that, definitely go down to the comment section below and tell me that in a comment. So let's just dive on in and get to the history of Billy the Kid. The early life of Billy the Kid is, for the most part, unknown. It was said that he was born in a rural Irish neighborhood on the east side of New York City, and a lot of people have posited that his birthday was the 23rd of November, 1859. Billy the Kid was born Henry McCarty, but he changed his name to William H. Bonney. Nobody knows for a fact why he changed his name. The speculations are that he changed it because he was trying to hide from past crimes. The William in his new name was from his mother's partner, who was like a father to him. His name was William Antrim, while the Bonney part was his mother's maiden name. The kid's biological father wasn't present in his life at any point. In 1865, Billy the Kid and his family traveled west and ended up in Wichita in 1870. After a while, they moved further west, and by 1873, Billy's mother, Catherine, got married to her partner of many years, Antrim. Unfortunately, the family was thrown into grief when Catherine died of lung cancer in 1874. After a while, Billy the Kid left his brothers and stepfather, venturing out on his own. After he left his family, he went into New Mexico and started working as a ranch hand. According to the many legends about Billy the Kid, he made his first kill in the Guadalupe Mountains after leaving his family. He killed a group of Apache Indians, and he didn't waste time before killing another person who was a blacksmith. The nickname Billy the Kid was what many called him at that time. After a while, he got a job as a bodyguard to John Tusall, a businessman and rancher. John Tusall did his business in Lincoln, New Mexico. Billy the Kid worked with Tusall until a rival cattle gang murdered him in 1878. This death marked the beginning of the Lincoln County War, made famous by Billy the Kid's involvement. Billy the Kid wanted to avenge Tusall's death so badly that he started and led a posse called the Regulators. Their primary aim was to find and arrest Tusall's killers. It is impossible to know if they believed they could arrest the killers, although they didn't. Instead, they murdered two of the killers, and as expected, this act intensified the already brewing tension. The tension grew into a full-on war. After Billy's Regulators killed Lincoln Sheriff Bill Brady, there was a conspiracy to remove the Regulators forcefully. Sheriff Bill Brady was the person who ordered Tusall's death. On a particular day, the rival gang managed to ambush Billy and the Regulators in a house in the outskirts of town. Billy the Kid and his people refused to surrender, even though the rival gang surrounded them. It was a whole affair with a squadron of the United States Army stationed outside the house. This situation went on for 5 days, with Billy and his crew refusing to surrender. After 5 days went by, Billy and his crew made an unexpected attempt to escape. Their attempt was successful because the group waiting outside wasn't expecting them to shoot their way out as boldly as they did. Billy the Kid fled with his Regulators, and they all left town. He successfully evaded arrest for 2 more years. Someone he had previously been cordial with, Lincoln Sheriff Pat Garrett, finally arrested him. The two knew each other before Garrett became a lawman. Billy the Kid faced charges for the murder of Lincoln County Sheriff Brady, and they sentenced him to death by hanging. As usual, Billy wasn't going down without a fight. Hence, 2 weeks before his sentencing, he did what most people on death row might have thought twice before doing. The Kid fought a jailer, overpowered him, took his gun, and killed him, and one other person in his bid to escape. He escaped the jail and made headlines for a long time. People who didn't know him from the Lincoln County War knew him after the jailbreak. The general story of how Billy the Kid died was that Lincoln County Sheriff Pat Garrett killed him a few minutes past midnight on the 14th of July, 1881. Sheriff Pat Garrett shot Billy at Pete Maxwell's home. The 2 men were armed, but Sheriff Pat fired his gun first. This account is a widely known fact. Billy the Kid raised his gun to fire when he realized that there was someone else in the room beside Pete, but it was too late. Garrett fired 2 shots, one hit Billy squarely in the chest. Garrett writes in his book that it was unlikely for Billy to hesitate before firing a shot. The next day, the coronary jury confirmed that the body was indeed Billy's, and they put him in the ground almost immediately. So that is a nice quick summary of all the important historical facts about Billy the Kid. So starting it off for guns with Billy the Kid, we have his sidearm, which actually, a little historical fun fact, was not the weapon. I mean, it's said that he could use his guns interchangeably and be equally as accurate with either one, but he was far more often using a rifle rifle. But he did carry a gun, and the one that he liked the most, now obviously being born I believe in 1859, he obviously would have used several different guns throughout his life, but near the end of his life, where he became by far the most famous, he was known to use a Colt Thunderer, which it's a model of firearm that looks an awful lot like a Colt single-action Army revolver because it's basically the same thing, except they adapted it to make it into a double-action revolver. This is the same gun that was famously liked and used by John Wesley Hardin, another famous Wild West gunslinger, and then also a model of this one, basically it's the same thing just in a different caliber, was also used by Doc Holliday. So it's definitely something that gunslingers seem to like, and my guess would be that it had the same accuracy and good natural feel in the hand and reliability of a Colt single-action Army revolver, but it just had the added advantage of improved fire rate from the fact that it was a double action. So he used a Thunderer, and it looked basically like this. It had the stock black checkered grip to it. Of course, the Thunderer was more commonly used by all three of those people that I just listed, including Billy the Kid, in the quick draw style grip, so it had the slightly smaller and more curved grip to it. But that being said, we can't do that in the game, so the best we can do is the ebony grip, short barrel, improved sights, improved rifling, no engravings, no carvings, then all black and steel. And I think it does a pretty dang good job of looking an awful lot like the Colt Thunderer that Billy the Kid was known to use. And then for his rifle, like I said, he used a revolver and a rifle interchangeably almost, and his favorite weapon was his Winchester 73 rifle. So to make that in the game, we're going to want to use the Lancaster repeater. Going to want to put all the improved stuff on it, no wrap though, and then we're going to have a nice dark varnish. I use mahogany, but anything dark walnut would work as well. No engravings, no carvings, and then for the metal, all browned steel, because that's going to look an awful lot like the one that he is famously seen holding in the photograph that I'm basing this outfit off of. So that is his rifle. Like I said, his Winchester 73 was reportedly his favorite weapon to use, and he used it most often, followed only slightly by the Colt Thunderer. So those are the two firearms for Billy the Kid. All right, and so here for Billy the Kid, I'm going to be showing you two outfits today. The first outfit is the better one, and it's called the Dunster outfit. If I just go into outfits, you can see it here. It's called the Dunster. This was added with Quick Draw Pass 4, which is available from October 5th, 2021 till October 27th, 2021. After that date, as far as I know, this outfit is no longer going to be available. And the reason why this outfit is the best is because it's modeled directly after the famous photograph of Billy the Kid. They did a pretty good job of making it look exactly like the photograph. I'm looking at a photograph on my other screen right now while saying this, and while the original photograph is in black and white, so when you look up colorized versions of this, the colors are going to be different depending on which one you look at, and the one I'm looking at is going to be an alternate one that I use for the second outfit. But anyway, it looks almost exactly like it does in the picture, so Rockstar did a great job of imitating Billy the Kid here. And for the hairstyle and other facial stuff, I did a longer, I think this is called the windswept haircut, and I went with a nice dark brown look for it because that's what he looks like in most of his photographs. Obviously, he's the Kid, so he got that nickname for being clean shaven and not having any stubble. So I went with clean shaven and no stubble, and then a long dark brown haircut. No reason to go through the items. If you have this outfit, you know what the outfit is made of. They are individual items, but you just click on the Dunster and it puts it on. The only thing that you can change about it that I would do is the weapon equipment here. I used the brown gunslinger gun belt with only one holster because he did not have two holsters, and so that's the only thing to change about this outfit. Other than that, you just click on it and play, and it's basically perfectly accurate for the historical version of Billy the Kid. That being said, if you happen to be watching this video after October 27th, I put together an alternate one that I think looks pretty dang good. Like it matches it well enough to the point where I think you can still say, okay, yeah, I recognize that as Billy the Kid. So let's check out that outfit. So here is my best attempt at not using any of those, the stuff from Quick Draw Pass 4 to make a pretty good Billy the Kid outfit. And honestly, I think it turned out decent. So we're going to be keeping the same haircut and the same, clean-shaven stuff, but let's go through the rest of the items one at a time. So the hat I went with here is actually one of the trader hats, and it's called the Monterey hat, and I used the brown variant. For the neckwear, I decided to go with the red neckerchief because he's wearing a red one in the picture that I based this off of. For the coat, it was pretty difficult to try to imitate the cardigan that he's wearing in the photograph, but I think the best option is this kind of teal variant of the leather jacket. For the vest, vest, I used the light brown slash kind of orangish variant of the traditional vest. Now, obviously, his in the photograph is unbuttoned, but we can't do that in the game, so this is the best I can do. For the shirt, I went with this blue variant of the bib shirt, and I did this because in the photograph, he's clearly wearing a blue bib shirt. It looks a lot like the one from the outfit that I showed you at the beginning, and it has the anchor on it. This obviously doesn't, but it's about the same color, and it's about the same style, so that's why I went with this shirt. For the gun belt slash weapon equipment, whatever you want to call this section, I did still go with the brown gunslinger gun belt because I think it matches the one he wore in real life the best. And again, no offhand holster. For the pants, this kind of dirty blue variant of the slack pants looks the best. His are kind of poofy in the picture. And then keeping it simple with the footwear, I just went with the darker brown variant of the worn Roper's boots, and of course had the pants tucked into those just like Billy the Kid did in the photograph. So that is the outfit that, like I said, if you didn't get the one from Quick Draw Pass and you still want to dress up like a historical Billy the Kid, I think this is the best attempt at doing so. Now, like I said, it's not anywhere near as perfect as the outfit that Rockstar added. I mean, we can just switch back and forth, so like I said, this is the one that you can do if you don't have that outfit, and I think it looks decent, and then the Rockstar outfit looks like this. Obviously, I think the Dunster looks a lot better because they were able to code it to make it look exactly like it does in the photograph. I mean, I would argue that the pants that they did don't look quite as baggy as the ones he has on in the photograph, but I think they did a real good job, and if you want to look like the historical Billy the Kid, this is the way to go. So if you're watching this video before October 27th, 2021, I definitely recommend getting this, getting the Quick Draw Pass and leveling it up so you can get the Dunster outfit. Because if you want to look like Billy the Kid, this is the way to do it. So that's where we're going to end the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. If you wanted to dress up like Billy the Kid, or entertaining, just if you like history, I think that the outfit that Rockstar added, like I said, I can agree with some people who think it looks stupid because it does look stupid. But so did the outfit that Billy the Kid was wearing in that photograph. Like I said, you see all these other Western people, they get all dressed up for the occasion. He looks like he just, I don't know, came out of working as a hobo in a barn or something. It's hard to wrap my head around why he would have chosen to dress like this, because it can't possibly be the nicest clothing he has. So with all that in mind, thanks a ton for watching the video. I really appreciate it. But in any case, have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.